Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I'm playing Zombie Defense Simulator 2, a game so aggressive with its graphical interface that it takes about 4 hours just to be able to take in what it's showing you. Here's what I mean, right? The game constantly looks like you're in a unmanned, you've got the view of a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle or drone, and you're giving tactical information. So let's start a mission, right? Let me think how this game works. So the idea is you've got to survive in a zombie apocalypse, right? But it's not like boom, zombie apocalypse, go. You're on a military base. You've got units. You know the town is being slowly overrun. You've got to make your decisions. So the whole game looks like this. So it's kind of hard to know precisely what's going on. It took me some time to figure it out. It's an RTS essentially with tower defense elements. So first things first, you need to get your production underway. Or do I? How do you do that? Right, I want to get a sniper in this large tower here. That will give me a good defense over the whole area. So let's figure out how to build that. Yeah, that'll do. One of them as well. And one of them. Right, let's start the clock. Alright. All is well. This is another one of those games I got sent for free, and I started playing it. I hated it. And I played it a little bit more, and I still hated it. And then I thought, I'm doing something wrong here. And now I play it and I don't hate it. I quite enjoy it. Quite hard to make a video about it because one, it's quite hard to just look at.
Unit ready.
Alright, we've got men on the ground. That's our rifleman. I'll put him up here. Just realised an engineer is not doing anything. So the basic currencies of the game, there's food, which I have a farm here. That will just produce food if I put someone in it. There's screws or scrap, that's what it is, just remembered. Which if I put someone in this building, they'll just produce scrap forever, which is grand. And then there's medicine, which there are buildings that can produce that, but there aren't any on this map. That will heal your units. That's vitally important because the fourth resource, they're all at the top there, around here on screen. Fourth resource is people, and you need those to produce new units. You can only find those in these buildings. That's why I've sent this guy, this scout, out to look. Right, let's get some more things built. Currently I'm building engineers. I'll put those in the buildings. They'll get me more whatever I need. I should be alright in terms of zombie attacks at this point because it's quite low to start with. Yeah, see, people can only be found in the buildings. You use them up when you make new units, but you don't get them back if those units die. So that's where the strategy aspect comes in, the survival aspect, if you will. Annoyingly, I actually requested this game because I thought it was a VR game. Which technically it is, but it only runs on Oculus VR. And whilst I probably could get it to work on a Vive, I can't be bothered. And looking at it, I don't fully know how it will work. I think maybe it's just one of those where it wraps the display to your face, which is fine, but it's not what I'm after. Okay, we get 2 engineers in the screw factory there. That'll get me a fairly substantial amount of loot going. Now I'm going to work on upgrading my defences, because currently I've got these guys here, the sort of the hood symbol. There's one here, one over here. They're like militia. They're grunts. They're not very good at anything. This guy up here, he's like a soldier. He's pretty sorted. Currently I've got him making what is essentially a rocket trooper. With him in place, I'll be basically indestructible. Shit. Always important. Don't forget to upgrade the troops you do have.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Because you can't like get more of them. You gotta keep them about. So these two buildings here, this one, you have to put someone in there to be able to produce vehicles, and this one over here, you need to put someone in there to produce the higher level infantry units. The main base here, where your general is, if he dies, you die. That you can produce engineers and grunts from that, I think. Plus the base itself, if you just have it stocked, it will give you supplies. In some missions, you don't get any of these like farm buildings, or you don't get them in a way that's easily defendable, like this big base. So you end up having to just hunker down and hope. A large amount of the game is building units. Get out of there.
Upgrade complete.
He'll be fine. Give me some more. Give me just more. Give me more everything. Okay, everyone's looking pretty well. See, I could see I can expand the map way out here and play from this view because I'm a madman. Now I could go and take these like forward relays here, because like the main bulk of the enemy force comes along this road, and if I send a group up here to maintain these towers, they'll be able to attack.
Unit ready.
In theory. In practice, the range, it's kind of hard to read. If you look at this marksman in this tower, his range looks massive there, but if you get the angle just right, you can actually see it's not as big as it looks. It covers out to like the second house, between the first and second house. But when you zoom in, you get a slightly distorted view. Like if you look from this angle, it's like he covers the first 5 or 6 houses. Okay, someone was just built, and I'm not sure what or whom. Okay, yeah, we got another rifleman. That's good. I'll send this man out to die, essentially. What I'm doing when I'm sending these out is they're auto looting the area. They'll go in the buildings, they'll find what they can, and keep going. Essentially, that scout, he's faster at doing it, but the grunts do it just as well. To be honest,
upgrade complete.
Juice him up a bit. I've got a nice little setup going so far. At this point, I want to start building out my engineers and making sure all my supplies are well. You upgrade engineers, they find shit quicker. Very handy.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, so the crux is you build infantry and you station them in the buildings because they get a huge defensive bonus and they can actually survive. On foot, not so much. Or you build vehicles or turrets or whatever. They can't go in buildings, but they're a lot stronger. However, they're kind of a faff to control because, well, it's just hard to control anything in this, like all RTSs. I am playing this with a controller, because apparently the first time I played this, I selected controller, and that's just life from there on out. It's, I'm basically at the point where I've essentially done all the work to win this level. I'm now just like filling out the ranks a bit. I'll tell you what, I'll send what have we got? Let's get that grunt out of there. Militia squads, that's what they call them. I think I called them that to begin with. You can upgrade buildings as well. There's a whole thing about building the correct loadout before you even start. I didn't really do any of that. I just picked whatever loadout I already had. The loadout being the different units you can take, the different like infantry, the different vehicles, and then you can have bonuses. I think my guys have enhanced armor, and you can also set what you can do to upgrade buildings. You can like fortify them, or what can I do? Yeah, I can do an expansion, which lets me put another person in there, which I will do because having more people in the guard tower is great. You can also use a special. I have a spike bomb. It's completely useless. It looks really cool though. Watch. Boom. Spikes out. No. There they are.
Unit ready.
They don't do a whole lot. They slow the enemy down just a little bit.
Upgrade complete.
I haven't played this for a while, and I think it's still early access or something, so it might have had some updates, though I can't see any. The main thing is, all those upgrades I was talking about earlier, you unlock those with money you earn by completing the missions. And on the top left there, it's where it says goals. There's no way for me to bring that down. There's no button on the controller that does that. It's early access, you see. But if I could bring that down, there'd be extra missions I could do to increase my rewards. I think I have to take and hold this area for like 5 days. You'll see in the top right, I'm at day 6 of 15. Basically, it means I have the first 5 days to rush out there and hold the area. It's fairly easily done. But I haven't done it out of laziness. I need to have my engineers upgraded more.
Upgrade complete.
You can go up to level 5. There is a way of finding out the exact details of your there we go. It's very hard to select units. When there's 2 or 3 in a building, it's very hard to select the unit, the building, or the one you want. It's a poor design, quite frankly. The other poor design is that engineer was not in this building. He was next to it. It was impossible to tell he wasn't in it. Look, spitter zombies.
Enemy approaching.
It's a very cheap yet effective graphical styling they've gone for here. Or you're still at the point I was at when I first played it, where you look at it and you cannot understand what the hell is going on.
Upgrade complete.
He's fully upgraded. He's fully upgraded as well. If they get in real trouble, I'll just send them back to base, and the boys will protect them. Because I've got a good enough medical income up the top there that my units they can't really die unless they get properly swamped at this point. Especially not when they're taking cover the way these boys are. They know their shit. They know what they're doing.
Upgrade complete.
How am I doing? That's good. Right, let's boost the clock. We're going at double time now. Alright. This went poorly. Throw a spike bomb down. Yeah. You can get better ones than that. I've never bothered to buy one. I just upgraded my general. That was pointless. Oh shit, they're being swamped. They'll be fine. They're tough. They know what they're doing. Alright, let's get another one of these bad boys. And oh, I've got tanks. I'll build a light tank shortly. Alright, son, get out of there. You're in trouble. Go and post up over here. Run over there. Come on. Can I build that tank yet? Yes, I can. I'm building a tank for no real reason. It's not particularly good. It's fairly ineffective. They are zombies, and somehow they can do damage to a tank. I don't know either. It does have quite a long range of attack, though. But it's kind of hard to know when you're attacking, because not a lot of graphics to show you. Like in the normal RTS, you might see the bullets that are going. There are bullets in this, so there's that. But you'd also see stuff like the direction they're facing your units. But again, it's the style they've gone for, and it is definitely unique. Right, I've expanded the tower so you can go in there.
Upgrade complete.
It's a careful balance between building units and upgrading the ones you have. You don't want to build too many because you could get into negative food production. Or more importantly, if you build too many and then dick up, you've got nowhere to go from there. The range on this fucker, huge. I can put him behind my lines. Or more importantly, I can put him near my scouts and he can defend them. Genius. I'm a tactical mastermind. Let's also build a machine gun turret and I don't know. I don't really have a plan after that.
Upgrade complete.
That. How's the scout doing? I haven't spoken to him for some time. Right, all my out units except the tank are fully upgraded. Oh, turret got made. Now the reason the turret is not a tank is because you have to set it up when you get to where you want it. Takes time. It's hard to know if it's actually doing it because the symbols are weird and don't really tell you anything. And the game doesn't really tell you either.
Complete.
I'm sure he had a bigger range a minute ago. That's it, yeah. I think because he was within the buildings, the tank had a lower range.
Enemy
Again, it doesn't fully tell you. Oh yeah, he should. This guy should be fucking shopping, not just sitting there.
Upgrade complete.
Jack that up. Good, fully upgraded that. Who's
Upgrade
next?
complete.
Yeah, when I said I'd won the day earlier, I wasn't lying. I basically had. This is the first level after all. It becomes incredibly difficult after the first level. It's one of those where the first level you do it and think, well, that wasn't too bad. I kind of knew what I was doing. Right, boys, get out of there. You're in a bad place. You're in a bad way. That's it. You come here. You post up here. We'll figure it out from there. That worked out pleasantly well. All right, back to your business. Let's just shift the tank back. I don't want him out of range of the other guys. Otherwise, he's taking all the damage but not gaining anything from it. I know what you're thinking. The town's on fire. Irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Okay, as I said that, there was some sort of loud explosion sort of affair. I don't think it's an issue. I wouldn't worry about it, frankly. Let's throw him back. You know what? Go and loot that building. The red buildings are infested with zombies. They won't loot them unless you tell them to. And once you go in there and clear out the zombies, it's fine after that. Zombies won't just go into a building for no reason. The map spawns them already in there. But if you've got a building that's stationed with your men, the zombies will attack it and then infest the building, which can be an issue if it's like a production building. I should be producing more men really, but again, I'm just kind of too lazy about it.
Upgrade complete.
You'll notice the green arrow symbol. You'd think that means I can upgrade the units, which in theory it does mean that, but also when a unit is fully upgraded, it still says that. Oh, I won the day. Well, that was grand, wasn't it? So that was Zombie City Defense 2. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's a very, very generic name, but it is something like that. If you can get past and enjoy the UI, it is quite a good game. One thing that's very off-putting though is that when you complete a level, it goes here and you think the game is frozen. Actually, down in the bottom left there, it's asking you to hit continue. It doesn't really tell you that. Yeah, I've only ever managed to complete 6 levels. The next one's become absolutely impossible after that. Anyway, that was Zombie City Defense. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.